My partner mentioned that if I didn't pop the question by the holidays, she'd walk away. It was early fall. I replied, "Allow me to spare you the wait." I began seeing another person. When her sibling forwarded her the snapshots, initial entry, I, 31 guy, had been involved with Sarah, 29, for over 3 years, cohabiting for 2. Things were okay, you understand. We divided the bills, maintained our habits, sporadic outings, not flawless but steady enough. Then October 1st occurred. We were sharing a meal, simply noodles and red wine, nothing extravagant. Suddenly, she sets aside her utensil and declares, "Alex, we must discuss our prospects." "All right, what's on your mind?" "I'm approaching 30 soon. All my buddies are wed. My little brother recently got hitched. I require certainty on this path. We're heading in a direction. We share a home. It's fine. Fine no longer suffices. I desire a band. I crave a ceremony. I yearn to build a household. Someday, sure, but no hurry." That's when she laid it out. "If you don't get down on one knee by the holidays, I'm out. I'm not joking, Alex. I've endured long enough." The demand right amid the creamy pasta. "You're issuing a demand? Overtying the knot. It's not a demand. It's me stating plainly what I require. That's precisely what a demand entails." She adopted this icy expression. "All right, label it as you like, but I intend it. Holiday morning marks my limit. 2 months to decide if you wish to wed me or not." I paused there briefly, absorbing it over 3 years as a couple, and she's handling marriage like a corporate target, not a gentle chat about engagement plans or inquiring on your schedule, just direct to warnings. "You realize what, Sarah? Permit me to free you from those 2 months." "Pardon? Us, it's over. If you must coerce me into asking, then we ought not to wed." Her expression shifted from assured to stunned. "You're not for real." "Me utterly earnest. Gather your belongings. You can crash with your brother since he's so blissfully committed." "Sarah, Alex, hold on. I didn't intend." "Yes, you absolutely did, and that's the issue." She attempted to retract, claiming she was merely upset that her fertility window was narrowing, that relatives kept probing about our engagement, but the harm was inflicted. "You can't retract that statement." She vacated 4 days afterward, dragging her feet, likely assuming I'd fold. I held firm. Her brother Liam, 27M, arrived to assist with the move, shooting me hostile glares throughout. "Liam, you're committing a grave error. Your sibling erred when she attempted to compel my decision. She simply seeks dedication. She sought dominance. That's a distinction. Update 1, 4 weeks in. So it's been 4 weeks post Sarah's departure. The place is stiller, yet oddly more serene. I'd been carrying on job workouts, chilling with pals who were frankly glad. Evidently they weren't fond of her, but stayed silent. Then I encountered Jordan. It was at a cafe, totally predictable. She queued behind me. We both requested the identical odd beverage, almond latte with an additional espresso, chuckled over it, wound up chatting for nearly 2 hours. She's 28 in visual arts, possesses this incredible giggle that echoes through spaces. We've been spending time. Not officially defined yet, but absolutely courting. She's utterly unlike Sarah. Relaxed, witty, doesn't view every partnership step like an executive quota. Last Sunday, we attended a nearby craft fair in the city, merely strolling, eyeing inflated artworks, munching street eats from vendors, savoring the now right. No stress, no schedule, pure delight. That's when Liam noticed us. I spotted him prior to his awareness. He was with a group at a cider stand, and his gaze expanded upon identifying me. Then it sharpened upon viewing Jordan, particularly as Jordan clasped my arm to guide me to another stall. I anticipated the fallout. The images, the texts, the chaos. Liam hastily pulled out his device. Snap, snap, snap. So discreet. Half an hour later, my device began erupting. Not from Sarah. I'd restricted her, but from shared acquaintances. "Man, Sarah's unraveling. Her brother forwarded her shots of you with another. She's at her folks' place sobbing." I muted my notifications and savored the remainder of our outing. That night received a message from Sarah. Title: "Seriously? 4 weeks?" The presumption leaped from the display. "I can't fathom you're already involved with another." 4 weeks, Alex, following over 3 years as us. Was I so simple to substitute? Was our whole bond worthless to you? Liam shared the images. "You appear content, truly content, more content than you ever seemed with me." That woman is likely ecstatic she snagged someone without dedication phobias. Except you lack dedication phobias, correct? You simply refuse to dedicate to me. I offered you a chance to rise up, to act mature, to provide what I merited after all these years. Rather, you discarded everything. And for what? Some casual acquaintance you just encountered. I hope you're aware you're committing life's gravest blunder. That woman will never adore you as I did. She'll never comprehend you as I do. And should you grasp what you've forfeited, I won't linger. Truthfully, who am I fooling? Should you return now and express remorse, I'd likely pardon you. That's the depth of my affection. Please, Alex, let's converse. We can resolve this. The swing from rage to pleading was remarkable. I ignored it. Update 2. 3 weeks further, matters intensified precisely as foreseen. Initially, Sarah began appearing at spots. My fitness center at dawn. She despises early rises, the market I frequent each weekend. The pub where my crew and I play quiz every Thursday. Always with this feigned astonishment like, heavens, such serendipity. The fourth instance, during quiz evening, I'd reached my limit. Sarah, Alex, imagine encountering you here. Me drop the pretense, Sarah. You realize this is my Thursday ritual. I'm merely here with mates. She was solitary. You needn't depart, but keep distance from our spot. That's when she observed Jordan enter. I'd asked her to join our quiz squad. Sarah's visage cycled through roughly 7 sentiments. Sarah advanced boldly. So this is she? Your quick replacement? Jordan composed entirely. I'm Jordan. You must be the former who issued demands. I'm the partner of over 3 years who got swapped in 4 weeks. Sounds like you swapped yourself when you attempted to compel a betrothal. The venue hushed. Onlookers tuned in. Sarah, you lack insight into our dynamic. I grasp sufficient. I grasp you endeavored to coerce him into matrimony. I grasp you set a holiday cutoff like you're procuring from an online catalog, and I grasp he was wise enough to exit. Sarah faced me. You shared all details. Grown-ups share in sound bonds, Sarah. No demands necessary. She exited furiously, yet not prior to toppling a drink on our surface. Quite grown-up. The following day, the online assault commenced. Social pages about self-centered former flames who advance before the sheets cool. Profile highlights with sayings on lads unable to manage authentic ladies with expectations. She marked common contacts, aiming to sway allegiances. Then arrived the note from her father, Michael. I genuinely admired Michael. Dependable fellow, always regarded me kindly. Alex, I'm let down by your approach to this matter. My girl devoted herself fully, and you discarded it because she sought dedication. Then you parade it before her with a fresh lady. That's base, young man, truly base. I did reply to him. Michael, I hold you in regard, so I'll be candid. Sarah issued a demand, wed her by holidays or she departs. That's not sound partnership dynamics, that's coercion. I concluded it because I refuse forced matrimony. Regarding courting anew, I'm unattached. I'm permitted to progress. I'm regretful Sarah's pained, but she engineered this. He viewed it but offered no response. Then affairs turned odd. Liam appeared at my residence with Sarah's mother, Elizabeth. I viewed them via my entry camera and abstained from responding. They lingered for 20 minutes, Elizabeth periodically shouting, Alex, we merely seek dialogue. Act mature and confront us. I messaged Liam. I possess no words. Kindly depart or I'll summon property guards. They withdrew, but Elizabeth scratched my vehicle en route. Indeed, she scratched it. A 56-year-old lady scratched my vehicle because I declined to wed her offspring. Captured the entirety on the lot surveillance. Submitted an incident log and all. The repair quote arrived at $1,850 in costs. I forwarded the invoice to Michael with the video. He settled it silently, likely humiliated. Update 3. 1 week prior to holidays. Prior week was meant to be tranquil. Sarah had ceased her coincidental appearances. The online entries tapered. I figured perhaps she'd embraced truth. Incorrect. Jordan and I were at an upscale eatery, not lavish, merely a fine grill for supper. We're midway through courses when I hear Alex. I glance upward. Sarah's present in a crimson gown, complete cosmetics appearing gala-bound. Beside her stands a fellow, perhaps 35, in a mismatched attire, seeming profoundly uneasy. Sarah, oh heavens, such fortune it wasn't. She essentially hauled this unfortunate man to our spot. This is Ethan. We've been involved. Ethan, this is my former Alex and his companion. Ethan inclined his head clumsily. Clearly uninformed, he was a tool in Sarah's spectacle. Jordan, paragon she is. Pleased to meet you, Ethan. Wishing you a fine meal. We shall. Ethan's contemplating a proposal shortly. Correct, darling. Ethan's gaze expanded. I am. He understands his desires. Certain gentlemen do. Well done, Sarah. Enjoy your evening. But she persisted. It's amusing how some folks prepare for dedication immediately upon meeting the ideal match. It's more amusing how some require a staged suitor to provoke their former's envy. Hold on, staged suitor. Sarah, you claim this was genuine. It is genuine. I simply anticipated they might appear. You escorted me here to provoke your former's envy? I'm done. He simply exited, abandoned her mid-red gown with jaw agape. The whole diner observed. Sarah's eyes welled. See what you've wrought me, we wrought naught. You engaged in a foolish ploy and earned a foolish outcome. She dashed to the facilities weeping. The overseer approached and softly advised we might prefer to wrap our supper swiftly to evade added disturbance. We took it packaged. In the lot discovered Sarah by my ride. We must converse. No, we mustn't. Holidays near. Thus. I figured perhaps you'd astonish me. Perhaps this entire affair with her was merely to instruct me. The fantasy persisted. Dear, he's not instructing you. He's pursuing his existence. You're simply excluded now. Sarah pivoted toward her. No one solicited you. Me? Truly, Sarah, she's accurate. This isn't some intricate plot. We're concluded. We've been concluded since your demand for matrimony. But holidays marked my limit. Me for your exit, not my return. She commenced distressed sobbing. This isn't the intended script. You were meant to comprehend you couldn't exist sans me. You were meant to arrive bearing a gem. Existence isn't a sentimental film, Sarah. We entered my ride and departed, abandoning her in the lot. I did notify Liam to retrieve her. I'm not entirely callous. Concluding entry. Post-holidays, holidays arrived and passed. Passed it with my kin. Jordan passed it with hers, far too soon for merged kin events. It was pleasant, tranquil, no demands, no theatrics. Then December 27th received a ring from Michael. Alex, I'm phoning to express remorse. For Elizabeth scratching your vehicle, for Sarah's conduct, for everything. Me, I value that, Michael. She appeared at our dwelling on holiday dawn with a bridal gown. And genuine bridal gown. Stated you intended a surprise pledge and she aimed to prepare. Goodness. Upon your absence, she endured a total collapse. We summoned her counselor for an urgent consult. She's at last seeking aid. I'm pleased she's seeking aid. I require you to understand one matter. I informed Elizabeth that should she ever reach you again, she's unwelcome at my home. And I informed Sarah she must advance. This fixation isn't sound. Thank you. That lady you're courting appears agreeable. Liam displayed me an image. She appears more composed than Sarah. She is. Excellent. You merit composure. Farewell, Alex. That occurred 3 weeks past. Thereafter, Sarah initiated counseling per a shared contact. She restricted me on networks, reversed a no contact. Liam dispatched a final message deeming me ruthless, then restricted me too. Elizabeth evidently informs all I'm the one who shattered her darling's spirit. Ethan, staged date fellow, truly located me on networks to express gratitude for rescuing him from madness. As for Jordan and me, we're solid. Progressing gradually, no duress, no agendas. She amuses me. She doesn't regard bonds as commercial deals. She genuinely inquired recently on my views regarding matrimony. Not as a demand, merely inquisitive on my stance. We discussed for hours on it. As equals. No warnings, no cutoffs. Curious note, I could envision pledging to Jordan one day. Not due to a demand or schedule, but because I'd desire to. That's the variance Sarah never grasped. Matrimony ought to be a mutual selection, not a coerced entry. Oh, and finest element. Encountered one of Sarah's acquaintances at the market the other day. She states, you realize she's informing all you near to pledge and faltered? That's acceptable. Folks who count know the facts. Incidentally, I believe you chose wisely. Demands are poisonous, appreciated. She's also claiming Jordan is a destroyer of nests. Difficult to destroy a nest already raised. She chuckled and departed. So indeed, that's my tale. Partner issued a holiday pledge demand. I terminated the bond instead. She assumed I'd yield. Rather, I advanced with someone who rejects sentimental captivity scenarios. 0 second thoughts. Well, 1 second thought. Wish I'd detected the warning signs earlier. Like when she quipped about altering contraceptives should I delay the pledge. Or when she'd indicate jewels in displays and fume if I missed the cue. Or when she deemed her prior too juvenile. Because he declined commitment post 2 years. Reflection clarifies vision, I suppose. To all perusing this confronting akin demands, matrimony isn't an item to be menaced into. If someone truly cherishes you, they'll collaborate on schedule, not oppose. And if they're prepared to depart over unmet precise schedules, permit them. Preferable solitary than wed to someone viewing you as a mark on their existence blueprint. Farewell. Addition, as certain inquired, no, I didn't prolong her hopes. We'd conversed matrimony prior. I noted desiring greater fiscal security first, still clearing educational debts. She concurred then. The demand emerged abruptly post her brother's union. Emulating neighbors isn't rationale for wedding.